We usually up on Monday mornings, but just give you guys something different. Some video. You know, we love talking to people, so give
Yes.
you some video and stuff like that. So welcome to the Snazzy Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Keisha B.
And I'm Tanisha Miller.
So yeah, today's Sunday evening. So what I do today, Sunday dinner, just made some rice and vegetables and beans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But over the weekend though, my hubby's brother had came through for the weekend because he was going back to Jamaica. So they had to come through and get some stuff. You know, they get the little knickknacks, odds and ends and stuff to go back and stuff like that. So
Right.
they was doing that all weekend. So that's what they was doing. And then one of my cars had went out. So his brother is a mechanic.
Oh, nice.
So he actually fixed it, so it was free. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's just a blessing. Had to actually change the what's that? The oil pump, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, in my my police car. That's a police car, so yeah, had to do that. But it was just quiet, you know. Then we went to the park and stuff, you know, chill out, relax. Nice Sunday.
Because y'all had nice weather, right?
Yeah. But yes, it was Saturday was kind of chilly. It was like 70 degrees, but it was still chilly to me. I was cold.
Yeah.
I told you, if it's not 75 and above, I'm cold.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel. That I always felt like until New York, for me, until it's like summer, it's always cold, or you always need a jacket, or you always need something.
Something over, right?
Mm-hmm.
True. What did you do?
So let me see. Today I went out to Tampa. I drove out to Tampa and I met with Olivia. And Olivia is a young lady that lived next door to me. We lived next door for over 20 years together, and she lived with her grandmother. And she played with Adonis. They were friends, you know. They were cool, and we were cool all those years. And as she got older, her and her brother, we always remained cool. And she'd come over and see Miss Tamisha, and we chill and we talk. And so Olivia wound up moving out to Florida. She went to school in college, got her degree in Miami, and stayed in Tampa. And she's out here, got her own place, and doing well.
Oh, wow.
For a little young adult.
Wow.
And so...
Did you say that was Adonis' friend, like growing up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was Adonis' friend.
That's
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and we just stayed cool, and, you know, she said she was out here, and I was like, cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And she lives in Tampa?
Yeah, she lives in Tampa. Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that?
She works in Tampa. Yeah, right? And yeah, I was like happy to see her.
Right.
And I'm always happy to see when young adults are doing well, you know.
I said the same thing as well, Tamisha. Like even with my daughter's friends, you know, they're teenagers, you know,
yes,
17, 18, 16, 17, 18, and they have jobs, they doing their own thing, they have their cars, you know what I'm saying? They're very respectful, you know.
Right.
I mean, I love to see that, you know, whether it's black boys, black girls, young men, young women.
Yes.
It's like amazing.
So I thought that was really good, because I said to her, I was very honest. Well, I said, I thought you had roommates, and I thought you were like sharing. And she was like, no, I have my own thing. And I was like, that's wonderful. I'm excited for her. That's very, very, very nice, you know. And she treated me. I got ready to pay the bill. She was like, no.
That's what I
am treating you for Mother's Day.
That's nice.
Yes. It was very nice. Simple says, what's the topic? Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. We're talking about our mothers.
Yes.
Our mothers. Dimples, I'm going to have you on next month, Dimples, talk about our fathers. You know, I'm going to have like a little, you know, three conversation talk about our fathers, you know. Because actually, her father is my father.
He's so funny.
But,
he said, oh,
you know,
boy.
But she grew up with him, and I didn't. So we're going to have to, you know, talk about that.
Sounds like something kind of sort of with me and my sister. Like,
really?
I grew up partially with my dad. This is supposed to be about mothers, so let's just do this real quick.
Yeah.
Partially with my dad to probably, I don't know, age 11, maybe 12, 13. And then I didn't grow up with him no more, and that's when, you know.
Okay.
My sister and... So they grew up with him, like,
okay.
So, you know,
right.
in the household and everything. I didn't. So, yeah.
Right. But I grew up with my mom's, which is like was cool because like my mom, she's so like laid back. Like my daughter, like some yeah. Okay, so she's she's so laid back. She never cursed, okay? I have never heard this woman curse, not even say damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, gosh, like she was just so patient, calm, collective all the time throughout everything. All the stuff that I was doing, all the negative stuff,
Sound
everything,
like my mom.
all that stuff. Police knocking at the door, looking for me. The feds knocking at the door, looking for me. All that. She was still like, yo, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it was just so calm. Like, she just was always there, you know, regardless of what. She never, like, shunned me
Right.
or anything like that, you know. And Caribbean, you know, she's from Antigua and stuff like that. So, you know, they'll say, oh, you know, you have like a household that's so like ruly and like, you know, you got to go by the rules and stuff like that.
Right.
But it wasn't really like that. I have two older brothers. They wasn't there. They was in California in the army and all that stuff. They'll come and go, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? She was just so cool, calm, collective. But one thing she did do, she worked her ass off all the time, 6, 7 days a week, just like a Caribbean person. You know, they work hard, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs,
Yes.
whatever. You know, but she worked hard, and we live in the hood, you know, in the Bronx and stuff like that. But she made sure that we ate off of China plates. You know, she made sure we had nice silverware.
Yes.
We drank out of crystal glasses and everything. We in the hood, you know.
Yes.
and my friends, no, they on welfare, this, and that, you know. But my mom, she's well off, she's good, you know. But I never looked at my friends as anything less than what, you know what I'm saying, I was, what a kids do, because I wasn't raised like that. That's not what you do, you know what I'm saying? But that's how she raised us. And with food, always have food inside the house, Tamisha. Always have food inside the house. She feed the whole entire block. Of course, I was cooking the food and stuff like that, but because she was a cook, and she's like, I ain't come home cooking. You know what I'm saying? But always fed everybody. You know what I'm saying? Her house was like the house that everyone actually came to. The door was always open. You just walk in. You know that slam lock back then. You had the slam lock.
Yes.
You just push the button thing. You off and on. Just walk right in all the time. You know. I mean, you know, this time you know. Times how went by, so I could say you had little crack bottles on the table and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, anything, stuff like that. But she was at work. But even so, know what I was doing and everything, she was still like, that's still my daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I really like appreciated that. And like I was telling you before, with like having kids, she told me everything in the sun, the moon, about men, whatever case may be. But one thing that stuck to me was, if you have a child, like teenage years, I'm not going to babysit. So you cannot tell me that you can't babysit my child, mother. Because I would be outside on the block. I want to go in and out of town. I want to go to North Carolina. I just want to do anything. I want to go to parties. You remember the house parties back in the days, you know, the house parties and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I want to go to jump in the pool, late night pool and all that stuff. And you were saying that you can't babysit my kid? I ain't want to mess with no dudes. I ain't want to have no kids, because that means that I'm going to be with my child all the time, 24 hours. I can't have no freedom. That's the only thing that took away from it. Right. Like, honestly speaking, the only thing. And I was a mess in school. You know, like, parents be like, oh, you need to go to school.
Yeah.
She wasn't that hard on me with anything at all. I was a mess in school, to me, a mess. I got kicked out of school, like 2, 3 different junior high schools. They kicked me out of school, just gave me my diploma. Back in the days, it was that no child left behind thing.
Yes,
so you ain't had to know nothing. You still graduated.
Which wasn't good. We find out later on that wasn't good, the no child left behind thing.
It wasn't. But they had to meet their quota. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just so cool. And it's just like me and her basically, you know, like I said, my brother was, you know, they was gone and stuff like that, but they always supported us. They supported me and stuff. But, you know, it was just so cool just growing up with her. And like I said, she never cursed. One thing I just didn't like is that she, you know, we had our like Saturdays going here and there sometimes. And she would take the bus to Jamaica Avenue from the Bronx. On that bus, yo, I used to be tight, like an hour and a half, some change on the bus.
That's a long ride. Yeah, I know. The last stop.
Yo, yes, the last stop.
Yeah.
I used to be tight. But some moms had to go on the bus and just sit there for a whole 2 hours. You know, but those are the little things that, you know, I kind of like and stuff like that. But it was just real cool. I didn't have no disrespect, you know, like her yelling and cursing at me. So, oh, you bitch, this, that,
right.
You know, all
right,
those
exactly.
things. It was nothing like that. And that's why I'm like that with my kids right now, too. You know, just, you know, being there with her like that. And, of course, we're going to talk about that cleaning up and stuff like that after, you know, even just talking and stuff like because the Caribbean household, all the figurines and everything.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that, too. I mean, I was saying to you before, you know, you say Caribbean household, but also parents from the South.
Really?
I don't think that it's a cultural thing, honestly. I think it is an age bracket thing in the time of their ages, from the time that in the age of where my mom was and where your mom was, we're around the same age. So our parents was around the same age. And as them working on, because my mother worked for the police department, you know, for 35 years. And as she got more established, she would buy all these figurines and stuff. And then on Saturday, she'd be expecting us to clean and dust off all this stuff. And I'd be like, why do we have all these figurines?
Right. Stop collecting them.
Stop buying these things.
Right,
you know?
right.
Exactly. So I totally get it with the whole figurine things, you know?
Even with the chandeliers. I have to clean the chandeliers.
All of that, you know, fancy stuff that you have to clean.
Yeah, what you buy chandeliers for? Like, we don't need chandeliers. Like, we in the hood, Mom. We don't need no chandeliers.
Because they wanted their homes to look nice.
That's the thing. Outside is outside. Inside is our abode, per se.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
how was yours?
My childhood was, my mother, same thing. Always telling me this, telling me that, but never cursed at me. My mother never called me out my name.
Yeah.
And she didn't like other mothers who were other friends. If they did call us out their name, she would tell them, well, I don't call Tamisha a bitch.
Right.
And no, they're not hoes.
Right.
And I don't say those things to them no matter what they're doing out there. So my mother never disrespect. Always was there for me no matter what I was doing. In the streets, out the streets. Back then we had collect calls. She was like, you can always call me collect. You can call me at any time in the morning. You can call me at 2, 3 in the morning. You can call me at 4 in the morning. She would always pick up the phone. I could call her for anything. Anything.
Yes.
Anything,
yes.
Anytime, anything. And that's one of the things that, I miss, as I, of course, learned to deal with her not being here. That was one of the things that was a big thing, that I could just pick up my phone and call her at any time.
Yes.
And being that she worked for the police department, she had a phone on her desk. I could call her at any time. She answered PAA Scott. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, whatever was going on with a boyfriend or a friend, I'd be like, Ma. She'd be like, Tamisha, I'm at work, but she still talk to me.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I'm at work. And my mother was very open when it came to cooking. And that's as I got older in my young adult days, because in my teenage days, my mother was not cool about having people in her house. My house was not the hangout house. You could not hang out at my house. Yes, friends, girlfriends, my friends like that, but guys and stuff, no, and just be in the open house, no.
Right.
But as I became a young adult and got older, my house became the place where everybody wanted to come to eat. My mother was always cooking for everybody. Everybody can get food, and she always was cooking and giving away food and cooking, and the kitchen was our favorite place. Yeah. We always was in the kitchen cooking and talking about everything from the sun to the moon to relationships to life, And when I got pregnant with Adonis, my mom said to me, well, it's not the worst thing in the world, You finished, you're adult, you're mature, you're not a crackhead. She said, you're not on drugs, you're not a prostitute. She said, no, because people make it seem like having a baby. That's what she told me, make it seem like having a baby. You're not 15. You know what I'm saying? I was 20 going on 21 when I had Adonis. She's like, you're not young. it's not it's not the worst thing in the world.
Right.
Babies are good. She was like, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if you have another one, you're gonna be on your own because I'm not gonna help you. I'll help you with this one, but I'm not gonna help you with another one. Don't be going out there having babies. I'm telling you right now. And she just broke it down, and she was like, because you want a good life for yourself as well, and you want to possibly would like to be married one day and have a certain kind of life. So you don't want to have a whole bunch of children without being married, and you don't want to be a statistic. And my mother was big on, having a lot of kids ruin your body. She was like, you want to keep your nice shape and you want to keep your figure. And the more babies you have, the more you lose that. And sometimes you don't get it back, going to the gym. My mother was a very real person. So she just want to tell you all it is. Like, you take it how you receive it. And that was it. And that's where I get that from.
My mom tell you that too, man. She's very sarcastic.
Yes. Yes.
As Christian as she was very sarcastic, like really subtle, like just right at you, like, you're like, oh, really?
Right. But I appreciate and I miss and I love all the way that I was raised and, all of the goodness and all of the good teachings and all of those things, because it's what built me to be the woman that I am today, and it made me a very strong woman of, having that, because when she did pass, you miss your mom, you love her, but I was strong to deal with it because my mom was real like that too, Keisha. She always talked about death. When I didn't want to, I'd be going out to a party. She'd be like, yeah, well, I ain't going to be around all the time. I'd be like, really? Like, I'm trying to get dressed. Like, don't nobody want to talk about this now. Well, these are the things you need to know. I'd be like, but not right now. I'm trying to get dressed. I'm trying to go out. And she's talking about death. And, everybody don't live a long time. And you're not going to be on this earth forever. And you need to know these things, Tanisha. And, a lot of stuff that she used to say to me, we never really, really pay attention. And we never really listen until you get to a point in life where the mind and the brain kicks in. You're older now and you start listening. And you're glad that you listen. Yeah. You're glad that you listen, that you can pass that on to your children. And I was ready, not ready for her to go, but I was ready on where I needed to be in life. Yes. As to where I needed to move on as a woman and handle my business and do what I had to do. Yes. And that I appreciate that, and, mothers are special. That's what Dimples is saying. They are. Mothers are special. Yeah. And moms are great, and each day when I miss her, I just think of a lot of things she taught me and a lot of
the good to funny times and stuff.
And the funny times, and that's what I live off.
Me too. I think like the same thing because she's so funny, so sarcastic and stuff, and I just think about those times.
Yeah.
And stuff,
It's great memories,
Yeah.
And she wasn't a cursor either. My mother, I'll be in the basement because I lived in the basement at one time, and we'd be down there, my friends, and we'd be cursing. She opened up the door. I know you're not cursing down there. I'm like, I'm down here. We're down here. Yeah, but y'all shouldn't be cursing. I'm like,
it's so funny. Like, she wasn't a cursor, but all the songs, the hip hop, NWA, Ice Cube, all of them, shake the tennis, baby, all the Luke and everything. I had it blasted in my room. Do. Especially on Sundays when you come from church. Because, oh gosh. Because I used to go to church on Sundays. Oh my goodness. And I feel like when I was in church, I was like, oh my God. I felt like everything was just drawn out of me. So I had to come home and get it back with the hip hop music. So I had to put on NWA and all that. And like, motherfucker, she's like, oh my goodness, you just came from church. What are you doing? It's like, Mom, I feel empty.
You're so bad. You feel empty. He's so bad.
I need this hip hop real quick.
Wow.
But she never criticized. She never, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Said nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool, It's cool, yo. She's cool. But being that your mother was a cop.
She wasn't a cop. She was a PAA. No, she wasn't a cop. She was a PAA.
But still, that's still kind of that, sector where they still have that like, sternness.
And my mother was very stern. So my mother was very stern. She gave me hard. Why I guess, like I said, I'm the woman the way I am, because my mother just tell you what it is. I remember when I got my administration, it happened and it was like, she told me in the morning before she was going to work. She was like, yeah, well, there's some money over here for you to buy some sanitary napkins. And this is what you do. And you wrap it up, throw in the garbage, and you be neat, and you be this. And if you don't get it, you're pregnant. And that was it. And she went to work. And that was it. And she went to work. And she was like, I'll see you later. He's like, I'll see you later. And it was over just like that in a snap of a second.
Yeah.
You know, just like that.
Yeah.
You know, and because she told, you know, when, you know, growing up where she came from, you know, growing up in their times, she said her mother never told her about where babies came from. You know, she told them some other story or whatever. My mother told me, you know, they told her babies came from a tree or an apple tree, or they never told them the truth or whatever, you know, about where children came from. So she's like, I'm going to tell you, you know, you got to have sex. A male and a female has to have sex. Yeah, sorry, guys. It's some mosquito done got in here. Cause I had to,
Tampa, Florida, yeah.
Yes, I have to remember to close the door. Can't be leaving it open all of the thing. But yeah, so she just was real.
Yeah.
Real, and made sure she just didn't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
She didn't want to sugarcoat stuff like she said they did in the South back in the days. They used to sugarcoat a lot of stuff, and they didn't tell them what a lot of stuff was, you know, because a lot of stuff they didn't know as well.
That's right.
And she said no, she wanted her daughter not to know that, you know.
Right. Yeah. I tell my daughter too, like, even if you have friends, don't trust your friends. You don't know what's going on. Even if they're males and stuff, you know, nowadays you have females who have male friends and stuff like that. They kill them. You know what I'm saying? Because they think that they can trust the male friends with it. They kill them. You know, they go to parties, they come back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mom used to always tell me that, like, listen, be careful of who you with outside. I don't care how much you think you know them and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just be very careful with these guys outside, you know? So yes. I took heed to that as well, you know? Really took heed to that. And I think that's where, besides me being irate sometimes growing up and everything like that, I see that as I got older, my calmness has gotten better.
Yeah,
so
mine too.
Myself and her, you know, like, okay, I see that, you know, like the calmness, you know, quiet, nothing that just goes right over my head, whatever, you know, I see that, you know, and I don't go off with the mouth as I used to, because she's always telling me, oh, your mouth is going to get you in trouble.
My mother used to tell me that
going to get you
in
trouble.
Mouth's going to get you in trouble. You're going to have a heart attack. You need to calm down. You're going to have a heart attack. It's not worth it. The person's not worth it. You're doing all of this. You're doing all of that. And she was right. You know, she's like, your pressure's going to be high. Your pressure's going to be high. That's how you come down with pressure. That's how you get high blood pressure.
Yeah, and get stressed out.
Yelling.
She's all like, stress could kill you. Do you know that? Stress could kill you. That's like, oh gosh. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Stress could kill you. Like, really? It can? But
yeah,
just can I say this real quick? You know?
And now we know that. Now we know that stress can kill.
Exactly.
Yep.
And my thing was like, I don't have no hairs on my tongue to like not to be talking. I'm going to say what I have to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was just my thing. And like even growing up, I'm a forgetful person. I forget a lot. You know, that's why I write things down. I forget a lot. You know, and she said like, Keisha, can you go to the store and buy like some lettuce or whatever? Okay. She gave me the money. I walk outside. I will come back. Come back to like later on in the afternoon with nothing in my hand. Where's the lettuce? What are you talking about? I said, oh, that's the extra money that I had in my pocket. I knew it was to go somewhere. She's having company over and everything. I'm like, oh my God.
Really, Keisha? Really? I wasn't
forget all the time. She's like, if your head wasn't on your shoulders, you forget that too.
Yeah, my mother used to say that too. If my head wasn't attached to my body, I would forget that because I have a problem with losing key. Okay, so I'm better now. Well, my apartment, we don't have keys up here. We have codes. So it's been so good for me because I would lose keys in a heartbeat. Keys. Really? Yeah, keys, gloves, umbrellas. So my mother, she was like, you know, I'm just tired of giving you copies of the keys. You know, you keep leaving my keys out there. Somebody's going to break into my house. They're going to rob us. I'm like, really? Really? She's like, I can't give you copies of keys. And she, you know, she would not give me copies of keys. And then I was like, this is not going to work because I cannot wait for you to come in or whatever. I'm a latchkey kid. So she would give me another copy of the key. But my mother was like, girl, if your head wasn't attached to your body, you would lose it. You know, I
lost my keys throughout my whole entire life. Like you said, the latchkey kid. I was that too, going to school, coming home by myself, the keys, locking the door up, being in the house by myself and all that. Yes. I lost a key one time throughout my whole entire life.
Really?
My whole life.
Well, yes. Not me.
I was in the car. I left my keys in my people's car and they was driving back to North Carolina. I was so mad.
What?
That was so bad. By the time I noticed they was already in VA, I was like, oh man, forget it. Change locks.
Wow.
One time. never lost my keys, but one
Yep, I
time in my
lost my
whole
keys
entire life.
when I was young. I lost my keys when I was young. My mother gave me a thing around my neck. She used to safely put it inside my coat. And then that's why I keep, whenever I had a keychain, like I held on to it. I think I threw it away from New York. I always had a lot of keys on my keychain. So if I drop it, lose it, forget it, I can hear it. Because one little keychain, one little key, you can forget that. I'll be lost that year. Don't give me no key. Don't give me no key. If you want, put it on like 2 key rings. Don't give me no key. Because you don't give me no key and don't give me no parking ticket paper. Soon as we go, and we go somewhere, I give you the parking ticket paper. I give it to somebody else. Don't give it to me. I could write a story about those parking tickets. I don't know what happened to them. They just disappear. They just go into thin air. And when it's time for me to get out the parking place, I don't have it. Yep. She said her too. Me too. Lost keys one time.
Keys?
Your dimple one time.
One time keys. I just cannot lose keys. Even when even younger age, teenage, my keys was always on me because
I was losing my keys back then. I guess because I want to say for me, I guess I didn't have the sense of urgency because I knew they was home. Like y'all gonna let me in. Yeah. And my mother would be mad. Like, that's why you have a key. You cannot be coming in this house at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, Tanisha. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I need a key, because y'all ain't even supposed to know that I'm coming in this time. You know, so then I start keeping up with my key because I'm like, I can't be waking them up. And then I don't want them to know I'm trying to come in late, sneaking in, doing stuff. And you can't do that if you don't have a key.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She used to always say to me, oh, take those ducats off. Because I have like a heavy fiber. I walk hard.
Yeah.
So, and we live on the first floor. And she's like, take those ducats off. Every time I come in 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning from a club. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why are you up though? You must be sleeping.
Yeah. I know. I gave my mom to a lot. My thing was music. I always had music, and I always had whatever car I bought. I always put speakers in them, big speakers. So I set off all the alarms on the block. I come in, brr, 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 setting off everything. They be mad at me. They used to be mad. I used to love it though. You know, it's so crazy when you're young how you love it, and they be mad and you're not mad. You're like, whatever.
Whatever. Yes.
You're like, whatever. I used to love it. I used to love it. Oh man, my mother used to be like, why do you gotta play that music so loud?
Yes.
And the stereo in the house, when I'm getting ready to go, I would have it turned up. And I would just turn the radio off when I leave, not turn down the volume. And they come in or whatever, put, oh, Tanisha, the stereo loud. Always blowing their eardrums out, you know? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And we grew up in Queens, right?
Yes, Queens, New York. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And then I want to say not young adult, like teenage age, I left from St. Albans, you know, Farmers Boulevard, and went to Southside.
Okay.
And that's where all my dirt and all my stuff went there. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been there,
Absolutely.
done that, all of that. The hanging, the partying, the clubs, the house parties, the clubs every night, the drinking, the smoking, the spending the night, everything you could think of, the walking. Oh my God, we did so much walking.
The walking, yes.
Oh my God, we did so much walking. Yes. I think back and cabbing. You know, I never took so much cabs in my life.
Yes.
We took so much cabs back in the days, yo. Y'all young people don't know about this. How much walking and how much cabs we took. Yo, we would walk from like miles and miles. Like
yes, just to go to a party or anything.
Just to go to a party, yeah. Yeah, we all walk. It'd be like 10 of us, 12 of us.
Yes, walking
the
40 bottles in the hand and stuff.
Yes. Yes. Thinking we cute, you know, got our outfits on. Yes, we was cute too. We was out there. We was outside, so they say now. We was
outside.
We was really outside. Because they don't be outside.
No, not like how we used to be outside.
No, listen. That's what last night. You saw what I posted, story? That's what down here reminds me of back in the days. It's amazing. I love how they can have that many people on the street.
Right.
And no crime.
No crime.
And the police is right there.
Right. And they
right there.
Just having fun.
It's amazing. I just, New York, I hadn't seen that many people, like, I don't know, for like ever.
They don't do that anymore. They do not be outside
No,
like that.
no,
When
they
they
don't
say
do that
outside, they
anymore.
don't. It's not outside like how we used to be
It was
outside.
amazing to me, like people chilling, like at restaurants on corners talking. It was just a good feeling, a good vibe. I was
It
like, wow.
was in front of your building, just talking and drinking and everything. Like,
I was like,
I
wow.
mean,
That's why I
yeah.
was like, it's amazing because I haven't seen nothing like that.
No, and like in the neighborhood, everybody was family. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Right.
just crowds just going here and there, here and there. And I was
Yes.
like, no family of what? Like, get out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. No more.
No,
You
it's no
know?
more of that. It's no more of that.
Yeah.
And that was what I was losing the sense of, living in New York because the neighborhoods were changing. Forget changing. They have changed.
They have
They
changed.
have changed. We're just going to
100%.
say they have changed.
Yes.
Neighborhoods have changed. Everything is not the same. And we just don't have that sense of that whole thing anymore,
You don't.
New York is doing a whole nother level. They on another level. They got one agenda, and that's to keep building up and taking up airspace
The
and making money.
airspace.
Yeah.
That's it. You know,
So I
like
was like,
even like walking outside in the hood, there's nobody, playing double dutch anymore, jump
yeah, we
roping,
used to
playing
live
tag.
outside. What? We used to live
Nothing.
outside.
Yeah.
Try to come inside. Be mad. I got to come inside. We playing double dutch. We playing hide and go seek. We playing red light, green light, 1, 2.
Yes.
We playing
You know what I'm
tag.
saying?
We playing hopscotch.
Yes, hopscotches, steelies, all that.
Yes, please, me and Brandy, we didn't have another person. We tied a rope. Barry, we
Yeah.
Barry's a gate. Barry, can we use your gate? We tied a rope for us so we can still jump double dutch. Me and her out there like that, just us two. Those were the days. Yep.
Those were the days. Now it's just not like that. Now I just think that these kids are just punks now. They're just, I say that all the time for many years. I said, these kids are punks because, people will be mad at me because, to me, there's no bullying. There's no way that you could get bullied by anybody. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take up for yourself. I don't care if you're a young child, young adult, teenager, whatever. There's no bullying. When I know that when we was growing up,
so much
somebody was bothering us, we beat their ass.
Yes.
There's no bullying.
Yes.
Oh,
see,
we
growing up,
home and have somebody else beat our ass.
That's true. That's true. Or you have somebody else who be like, you want me coming to that school?
Yeah, yeah. So when I said bullying, I said, nah, you teaching these kids to be punks, man. You have to stick up for themselves because when they go outside into that world, it's a cold world out there. How they gonna stick up for themselves?
Yeah,
everybody is gonna be bullying them. They can be like, oh, he's bullying me, he's bullying. No.
Yeah, we didn't have that. No,
we didn't.
No, we didn't have that.
I was bugging out. I said, wait a minute, where's this bullying thing coming from? Like, what are they talking about?
They have a lot. It's a lot of different stuff like that going on that we didn't have. That they
have. I tell my kids, listen, there's no such thing as bullying. So anyone disrespect you, you knock them out, ask questions later.
Right.
That's it. There's no such thing as bullying. I don't care what it is. The principal could call me. I don't care. Well, you make sure you knock them out. You ask questions later.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's bullying.
Oh, I love it.
It's the truth, man. You have fights all the time in school and everything like that, but that shows like your integrity, standing up for yourself as well. Have not letting anyone just like talk to you anyway or disrespect you and your family anyway.
Right.
That's how I took it.
That's true. That's true. But it's not like that now. You can be, oh, they bully me, they say this to me, they say that to me, and we had sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So words never bother us. Where this generation and these times, people get upset over words. Words bother them. It always for me. And as long as you don't put your hands on me, you can say what you want, but don't touch me.
Right.
Once you start touching, but you can say, I take whatever you're gonna say. That has changed. People they can't deal with the words. Because see, our time, that's where all of that. See, I try to tell Adon, it's like wilding out. That's us. That wilding out came from our generation.
Yes.
We did that in the lunchroom.
Yes.
We did that on the corner.
Yes.
We did that on a regular Sunday, on a regular Monday, on a regular Tuesday. Yes. Now they got a whole show about it. You know what I'm saying? But this generation so weak, y'all can't really take that. So I guess that's why they made it just a show about it, because we did that normally at the lunchroom table.
Yep.
At the outside. Somebody was always digging on someone.
Jokes and everything. No hard feelings, nothing.
And it was exactly no hard feelings.
Yeah, just snapping jokes all day long. You can't even say boo nowadays because they're like, ah, my gosh, like, what are you doing? goodness.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's so amazing how just times have changed.
Yeah, times have changed. It's very, very different now.
Times has really changed. That's why I try not to have my kids, be like punks out there. Like, listen, there's no. I think time has changed too from all these white people saying, the bullying thing going on and the timeout. My child's not having timeout. You either gonna get your face knocked off or in the wall somewhere because you're not having timeout.
I don't know. Yeah, Adonis already know. He's on, hey babe, and he already know we didn't have timeout. We have a talk before we leave the house, and we have a talk in the car. And he already know, don't get in that store acting up. And one day he did. He got in that store acting up, looking at some lady, and the lady said, well, you shouldn't have said. And I turned and said to her, you want to take him home? Like, mind your business, basically. Mind your business. This is not Tommy. This is not Jack. Okay, yes. This is Adonis. And Adonis knows that he's going to listen. We don't play these games.
Exactly.
We don't play these games outside.
Tamisha, when I heard that, we shouldn't, hit your kids. Okay, we shouldn't abuse our kids. Right, I understand that. But my kid is not going to turn to a wall to look at a wall. No. We're going to have this out right here. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. Like, what are they doing?
What I used to do with Adonis, if he got in trouble in school, they'd be like, oh, well, he was talking all day. I'd be like, well, go get that composition notebook, get the pencil, and you're going to write 500 times Adonis will not talk in school. He'd be like, come on, Mom. He'd be like, yeah, get that pen and paper. I found one of the notebooks when I was moving, and I started laughing. He said, Adonis will not talk in school.
No way, you did?
I made him do that, yeah. Made him write that all the time. Whatever they said, I'll be like, oh, you're going to write it until you get it because your hands are going to be hurting and you're going to realize that you're not going to do it in school.
Yes, I'm not going to talk. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yo.
That was my punishment. You write it out. And it makes you have great penmanship.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you have great penmanship when you're done with that. Yep.
You have to have some kind of something. Just not no time I'll sit in this chair and look at the wall for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I never understood
that. No time out. No bands pulling your child like they on a leash.
Like they're animals, right?
None of that. I didn't even safety proof my house. No lie. When I had it on, I didn't do none of that. I just tell you, don't touch it. Tap your hand.
Thank you.
This, that, the other. I didn't. People had things for the stairs. Yeah. No, don't go down the stairs.
Yes.
Watch out for the stairs.
Yes.
I didn't buy anything. I didn't do anything. I never did none of that.
The same thing. The same thing, Tamisha. Even like how the window guards and stuff.
I never had that.
If you look out this window, you're gonna die and you never see me or your father again. So you think about looking out that window.
You sound like my mom. Because that was her favorite thing to tell kids. If you do this, you're gonna die. So she said you have to tell them that, and then they think about it like, really?
Yes.
And then they don't do it. They stop right away.
Thank you.
Yep. So I didn't do all of that. I just talked to Adonis. I talked to him about everything. I didn't go through all of that. I felt it was a waste of money. It was a waste of time.
Me too.
And I could just talk to my child and tell him what I want him to do and what he should be doing. And that's basically it because this is not going to help. It's going to have built up resentment standing in a corner. And now he's going to be trying to do something else now. We could have
just think about something else to do,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And just always had him, very busy. My mother always had me in activities. I always had Adonis in activities.
Oh, right.
Things to do.
Right. And that's the thing. When we was growing up, we had mobile free stuff after school.
Yeah, we had free stuff,
free lunch, everything,
room,
right?
Free lunch. I mean, we had pools. We had so much stuff to do that you didn't have to be in the streets.
Exactly.
You didn't have to be in the streets. They don't have too many things like that. Yeah, like you wanted to.
But listen, even the drug dealers went to free lunch and free breakfast and all that. Even the drug dealers went to all that stuff too. Selling drugs on the corner and they still have free lunch everywhere.
Everybody get free lunch. Listen, I got free lunch when COVID hit. I was at the school every day. Yes, I was like, y'all bugging. That's good food.
Right.
Peanut butter sandwiches. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is vitamin E. Stop playing.
I love peanut butter.
I was there every day for COVID. Every day I got the notification on my phone. I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
there and I get sandwiches for everybody, like on my block, people I know. I be like, y'all better go to the school and get this free food. They be bugging. It's your tax dollars. We pay for this. I'm going to get my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my food.
Yeah.
They had some pretty good stuff too.
Yo, they had
some
good
pretty
food.
good stuff. Yeah.
Good food at lunch, yo. Oh man, that was cool, man.
That was cool, right?
That was cool. But
Yeah.
you know, what's this Instagram kick us off soon. So guys, go follow Novi Essentials. I have some new products up, some lip scrubs if you want that nice pink soft lips. You got that. Some aloe vera gel for your nice skin, make your skin nice and soft. I got the hair oil. I know I have short hair, but trust me, the hair oil, it actually works. My hair is soft, it's moisturized and everything, but it's short because I just cut it all the time. So,
it works. I can show y'all. It works. You see right here?
Right.
I just slicked it down.
Right.
But right here, before I slicked it down.
Right.
And it was no hair here.
Right.
And then I've been using all the stuff, and it's growing back over here.
Right.
It's all filled in right there.
Yeah.
The lady, when she did my hair, she was like, "Oh, your hair, your edges go back nicely." I was like, "Oh yeah." I said I gotta go in there and order some serum. Yeah. It really does work. Well, and I know people, weekend, so. You don't have no hair, so you gotta use somebody who got hair.
Yeah, my daughter, I should have done it yesterday because I did her hair. Her hair's so thick and full. She used it like nonstop, thick and full. It's like down her back, and she's like, "Oh my God, my hair's so long." You know, so like like the edge part, the edge stop here is kind of short, but the edge down here is like, "Oh yeah, my hair's really long."
Yes. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes.
So guys, go follow Novi Essentials at NOVEI Essentials and go shop online at noviessentials.com. Everything's there, and then it's all vegan, guys. All vegans, cruelty free, and yeah, Novi Essentials, guys.
Yes, and check me out, Heal Thyself, on Instagram. And you guys, so for the juices, right now I am not able to mail any juices to you, but I can mail you some ginger shots. I can mail you some wellness shots. Reach out to me, and soon I'll be having my teas up, and I'll be having some nice holistic bath soap bombs and different things up for you guys to shop and get some healing vibes for you, to really make you feel nice and relax and revive and rejuvenated, that you can do at home and do your own self-care on Sundays or whenever you feel like, just relaxing and taking care of yourself from inside out.
Yeah. What's the website?
Oh, well, I'm working on the website.
No, but you got the juices. No, the website's down. Or the juice. The juice is
I took the website down.
Oh, recently? Okay.
Yeah, I took it down recently because I really have to curtail it as for local.
Because you moved from New York to Florida. Yeah, the transition is like
So so that's what the thing is. I'm trying to find the best way to really get it back, and right now I have to do it locally because it's a lot with that.
You was doing it here, because you was here for such a long time.
Yeah, all my life.
Go there and do it all over and be there for such a long time,
Right. And so, that's what I'm doing. I'm building. It takes a little bit longer, but I have some new things coming, guys. So just be on the, be out on the lookout for that.
And if you are this week, anything coming up this week?
Oh, well, this week,
is the thing coming Friday? Are you doing the thing at the car dealership?
No. I will be coming to your town this week.
Right. NYC.
Yes, I will be getting ready to have my Mother's Day celebration this week.
Yes, make sure you bring your winter coat.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad. It's there already. It's at my son's house. Okay. But I have this little coat that I'll have to bring from here.
Yeah. That winter coat, but just bring some sun too with you in the warm.
Yeah, I hope to bring some sun with me. Yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
Oh, I wanted to say before we go. Oh yeah, if you are in the Riverview, Tampa, Brandon area, you can always get juices from me. You can always hit me up at Heal Thyself at I'm like Heal Thyself www.tmiller@healthyself.com. You can always send me an email, send me a text, send me whatever, and I will definitely get back to you. You can even send me a DM on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many of you guys That's not everybody, but I'm in real estate. I've been in real estate for such a long time and stuff, so I got back into it and everything. But this is furniture store that you guys have to go to. It is called Real Home Decor Furnish. It's in the Bronx. They have affordable furniture, contemporary, modern, classic styles. They even have layaway. Remember layaway?
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Layaway was
they had layaway and Conways and all that stuff.
Yes, I lived off a layaway.
What?
When I was raising my son.
Really, for real.
Yes.
So they got layaway. There's no credit check, and they deliver nationwide. So stop in there at 3537 Jerome Avenue in the BX. Ask for Alba or Chris and tell them that the Snazzy Lifestyle Podcast sent you to get your discount, okay?
Yes.
Don't forget that, all right? So we're going to go to Feature Soul. What you got, Tamisha? Feature Soul?
So, you know, being that we're going into the Mother's Day week, I have A Mother is Like a Flower. Each one is beautiful and unique.
Wow, that's so true.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're all beautiful and unique in our own ways.
In our own ways. Yes. And mothers are like glue. Even when you can't see them, they're still holding the family together.
Yeah.
Right, Tamisha?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, guys, thank you for joining us this evening. I am Keisha B on the Snazzy Lifestyle Podcast.
And I am Tamisha Mella.
Don't forget to follow, like, share at the Snazzy Lifestyle Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Snazzy Lifestyle Podcast. And see you guys later. Bye.